Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Cabinet Gamers with War Thunder. And today I wanted to talk about the new update, the 1.47 update. And in this update we have some more tanks. I just wanted to showcase the tanks and not the planes because, well, I'm more of a tanker and my friends are too. So let's just focus on the tanks today. And the first one I wanted to show you was the T28E. Let's preview it here. As you can see, I did not research them yet. That's because even though I am a premium, I do not have unlimited funds. So I cannot purchase them right away. But I'm definitely going to unlock them and play with them. So yeah, T28. It looks really similar except this armor on the top here. Yeah. Alright, so let's look at the armor. Ooh, a lot of red, as you can see. Let's see. Yeah, 30mm with extra armor in front of it. No real changes to this area here, which is a shame actually, because this is very vulnerable. The T28 was in general already very vulnerable. You could penetrate almost anywhere. So yeah, this area too, only 20mm of armor. That isn't a lot actually. That's just, I think it's the same actually as the normal T28. But as you can see, this one is upgraded, the turret armor. Yeah, it has multiple layers of armor, as you can see. So about 50mm of armor in there. And of course to the sides, if you look at the T28 like this, you can see it has more millimeters of armor in effective thickness. Well, let's look at the turret right now. Alright, so yeah, just upgraded armor around the entire turret. And for some reason at the back here as well. It is pretty nice, but not very useful. And this is actually very useful. Some additional armor over here. And of course, for those of you who don't know, the T28 was in real life used for, well, the plan was to use it for trench warfare, of course, because look at the length of this thing. It could just drive over one of those trenches, you know, and not worry about the people in them. And you can see it also in the amount of machine guns it has. 3 on the front here, and yeah, just 3 on the front, and also 1 in the back, because this is where the Russians, what the Russians thought was, when you turn the turret and you're in trench warfare, the tank goes in first. So when the tank looks this way, for instance, there could be an enemy in a trench behind him here, so you can still shoot the enemy. And I believe that's also why they put on the additional armor on this thing. Like everywhere, also to the back. At least that makes sense for me. But yeah, let's go check out another tank. Inside, nothing really changed. The T126. Let's preview this thing. I believe this is a modification for the T50. Or at least it looks a lot like the T50. Maybe some... Alright, so yeah. No information is available. The T126 SP. Alright, so it looks like the turret is an early version, or maybe a later version of the one of the T50. Yeah, let's see the armor. Ooh, alright. Oh, this looks very promising. About 80mm of effective thickness on the front here. Wow. Alright, so yeah, this tank is going to be hard to fight against. Maybe lower glazes. No, that's really not an option. Yeah, I believe the turret is the best possible place to shoot it, maybe. Just right here, to the side. Yeah. If you look at the side armor, it's still quite a lot for a tier 1. And of course, well, the back, yeah. This is just weak armor as usual, and the top as well. 50mm. Wow, alright. As you can see, there's just a tiny little gap between the turret and the tank itself. very hard to shoot there. Maybe if you have one of those howitzer tanks like the Su-122, but of course that's in another tier right here, so you probably won't have to fight against that one. Yeah, I've seen enough of that tank. Let's go check out the next one. Now this one is where I get most excited for the Germans, because they get some more lower tier tanks as well. I think it's an awesome looking tank. I mean, just look at that thing. Looks like one of those bobbleheads, you know? Like antennas and stuff on the top. It's so awesome. And of course, this one was used at the Russian front a lot, and also in Normandy, I believe. And well, this type at least, because this is the type with the German gun on it. The other Marder, this one, the Marder 3, the normal one, this one has a Russian gun on it, because well, I believe it's a Czech tank from Czechoslovakia area, around those parts. Kind of like a recycling project. The Germans used the guns they found on the Russian front and just put them on the tank. And I believe it was fairly effective. Not really, because it has such a high profile. Like, you need to dig a whole lot of dirt before you can put this one behind some sort of a entrenchment. And also I believe it still has the standard engine in it, like the old one. So yeah, it didn't have a lot of power to it. But let's just get to this one again. If it wants to load. As you can see, the loading is also a bit slow. Yeah, alright, so it has a similar engine in it. Yeah. What's also new is that this has one of those new shields on it. It's pretty wide actually. Yeah, it has just layers of armor on top. And it's not really useful, to be quite honest, because they're going to shoot through this first. They're going to try to kill you by shooting through this. And that's a plus and a negative at the same time, because your loader and your gunner are here, so you'll take a lot of time before you can put in another shot. But at the same time you won't die because of it, because your crew is behind this here. As you can see, you have your gunner and your loader on top here, and your driver and commander over here. It says machine gunner, but this is a commander actually. Yeah, so you'll need a straight up shot through the front, and then an explosion to kill all of your crew members. There is a lot of ammo though. It's spread everywhere, so yeah. ammo racking will be a problem. Alright, so next tank. This is also a modification on the Panzerkampfwagen 38T. As you can see, the frame is the same, but they just added like this weird looking loading dock for an anti-aircraft gun on it. Also pretty standard use of recycling by the Germans. I really like this one. I don't know why, I just like the design. I can imagine it will be shit, but whatever. Since it's an anti-aircraft carrier, of gun I mean, sorry. Yeah, 20mm on the most heavily armored part with an additional 50mm of track. Yeah, this thing is going to die by aircraft. That's pretty much it. Aircraft will kill this thing. Yeah, X-ray, not really useful. Only 2 crew members, as you can see, so yeah, it's going to die, and fast. I can already tell. Let's see, what else is new? The Tiger E. Basically the same Tiger, but with additional armor, I believe. Yeah, and of course the cool looking paint. It had some use, I believe, with the absorption of explosions. Like when a mine hit and the bottom was painted like that, the mine wouldn't do as much damage. But still, to make the paint, it was almost impossible for the Germans, because they had already almost lost the war at that time. As you can see, also a new machine gun on top, MG42. And of course there's one coaxial and one in the hull, but you can't use the one in the hull, I believe. Extra tracks to the front. Oh, this is very nice. This one here, the lower glaciers were always a problem area for the Tiger. Because behind this lower glacier here is the transmission, so you'll be dead in the water once you get hit there. And now, not anymore. And what is this? 200 millimeters of armor. Alright. That's pretty nice. So, yeah, it is a pretty small area, but you can't shoot through here. It's impossible. Alright, 120 millimeters. Also layered armor here. Alright, so the turret is pretty well armored by the looks of it. Yeah, it's pretty beastly. On the front, I believe no additional changes have been made. Oh yeah, you can see those two smaller parts in the front there. Little extra armor. Well, it's not really noticeable, I believe. To the back, yeah. Alright, nothing really more. And the cupola is different. Still not a lot of armor, but at least a little bit differently proportioned. Alright, so this is the beast they've been promoting almost. Like this entire update seemed to be all about this tank here. 200 millimeters of armor. Nice. Alright, sorry if you can hear music. The window is open in front of my house. Alright, yeah. Damn, that's a lot of armor. And also giant ass gun. Seriously. 128 millimeters and 75, I believe. 200 millimeters to the side as well. And 200 millimeters to the to the rear also. Damn. Yeah, the sides will be the part that will be most vulnerable. Let's see where the crew members are. Oh, what the hell? Wow, that's a giant ass transmission. Holy shit. That's huge. Radiators. Alright, so this one has the engine in front and a transmission in the back. And I think that's a plus actually. The round has to go through these guys before it can hit the engine. And I believe that engine can take a lot more damage than your transmission, but I'm not really sure though. Let's see. Also a lot of ammo. Damn. Ammo everywhere. Small ammo for the 75 and large ammo for the 128 millimeters. And I believe this is called, when you have two separate parts, it's a self-propelled gun. But don't judge me on that, I'm not really sure. Let's check this one out first and then we'll go to the heavy tanks and I believe that's it. Oh, we'll see the inside. Alright, this one is looking awesome. I really like the gun actually. It looks like a spear. That's a nice looking tank right there. Also the camouflage over here. And the look how the ammo is stored. I love it. Fire prevention unit, I believe, in there. Alright, let's see how the armor is. I can't imagine this guy having a lot of armor. No, just here. It's a tier 4, I believe. Let's see. Tier 5 even. A tier 5 anti-aircraft with just 20 millimeters of armor. 12.7 actually. And 25.7. That's terrible. Terrible armor. I can't imagine this guy going up to the front line and saying, "Hey, what's up guys, I'm going to kill you." Well, if it does, it'll be dead within a couple of seconds. Crew members. Ooh. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. You have 4 crew members of the 6 on top with your gun here. So if someone shoots your gun and it explodes around this area, all 4 of those guys will probably be dead. And also your ammo is stacked up here as well. I'm not a fan of this one. The turret drive's down here for some weird reason, so I don't think you'll have to worry about about your turret drive jamming. And your commander and driver are down here. What's this? Radio station. Alright. That's cool. It has no use, I believe, but whatever. Big ass transmission back here. I can imagine this thing being very fast, very maneuverable, but also just very weak. Yeah, we also have the this one, the new heavy tank, the M26E1. Come on, alright, let's not view the inside just yet. And this is just a modification on your standard T26 heavy tank. Which is a tier 4, I believe. It looks pretty cool. Has a lot of rounded parts on it, like here for example. But also, yeah, the angle of this armor is not really good. Let's see. Wow, alright, it could be worse. It can be a whole lot better though. 122 millimeters, yeah. With a little bad luck for this guy, a Martyr 3 can just penetrate this. The turret is looking a lot beefier though. Let's see. 101.6 millimeters of armor. Behind an additional 114.3. Of course rounded, so that's nice. Yeah. Not really. Yeah, nothing really special though. It has a nice 50 cal on it. Alright, so to be honest, this tank looks just like maybe there's a small upgrade of some sort. Alright, this one has a different gun, that's it. Let's see the arm penetration, 207 millimeters. And this one has only 175. So the gun on this one is just a whole lot better. And they use the same picture. That's pretty weak. Yeah, that's pretty weak, but whatever. We'll get over it. And you can see also the reward bonus is another 100%, and the research is 286%, which is just an awful lot of research points. So that's probably the reason why you should buy this one. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I'll do the planes next. I'm not really sure. I'm not into planes at the moment. Maybe for another day. I believe there were some new Japanese planes as well, like this one, for example. Yeah, let's just leave that for now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and/or subscribe and share this to friends. It helps our channel grow. Well, if you're too busy, don't do it, but it only takes a couple of seconds of your time, and it will be much appreciated by me and the whole Cabinet Gamers crew. So, see you guys next time. Let's go. Okay. Push the button. Push that button. No, just kidding. Alright, so here